So it'll be interesting to see just how long the starter perseveres with this particular galloper. And again, June Olivia pulls away, and I think the starter, his patience has finally worn thin. Stand by. Hello. 12.47 a late scratching. June Olivia taken out at 12.47. 12.47 scratching time for June Olivia. Refusing to go into the barrier stall, so they're set now. At long last, and the gates open. Now, Giuseppe the Great was slowly away, as was Casino Style, and Mendola got away well, and Iggy down on the inside is showing speed with Rockwell Road. A good race for the lead, followed then by Southern Butterfly. In behind those as they sort themselves out, Pearl Flyer, Wild Reasoning. Now, Giuseppe the Great is getting up along the inside to take these leaders on. Further back, Dr. Cheval, followed by True Miss and Casino Style. On settling down as they race down the back, and Giuseppe the Great, after missing the jump, has got right up along the inside to lead now, about a long neck in front of Iggy second. Further back behind those, Star Japar third, followed by Southern Butterfly, Rockwell Road. Back behind those, Centrefield, Mendola, followed by Dr. Cheval, and Wild Reasoning is going up fairly wide. Further back, Casino Style. Back behind those, second last as they race towards the turn, True Miss and Pearl Flyer, hard ridden at the tail of the field, but around the turn, 350 metres to go. Iggy moved up on the outside and raced to the lead from Giuseppe the Great. There clear. Dr. Cheval is third, followed further back to Rockwell Road, then Star Japar. Further back in the field, Southern Butterfly, followed by Wild Reasoning. But as they race inside the 200 and out towards the centre of the track, Iggy under the whip is nicely clear. Giuseppe the Great is battling away, but it's all Iggy, and Iggy draws clear as they get down towards the line. There's no danger, and Iggy wins the opening race. The favourite is home. Iggy first. Now Giuseppe the Great second, followed by Rockwell Road third, Casino Style fourth. Further back behind those then, True Miss, followed by Wild Reasoning. A break in the field, Southern Butterfly, followed by Star Japar, Dr. Cheval, Pearl Flyer and Mendola, and the late scratching at the barrier, June Olivia. Number 3, Iggy, ridden by Brent Stanley, scoring an easy win for trainer Frank Cleary of Rose Hill. Number 3, Iggy, trained by Frank Cleary at Rose Hill, ridden by Brent Stanley, has taken out the opening race of the day. 1:14:42 was the time. 1:14:42 the time for the opening race. Iggy is raced by CG and Mrs. J.E. Turner, and PA and Mrs. E. Gilbert. Is by Ignatius out of Pauline's Battle, trained by Frank Cleary at Rose Hill and ridden by Brent Stanley. Number 1, second, Giuseppe the Great, John Nesbitt for trainer Terry Miller, and third goes to number 12, Rockwell Road, Jackie Wybrow Harden, and the rider was Greg Farrer. So the numbers on the opening race, 3, 1 and 12. 3, 1, 12, official on the opening race. That winner on the tote, $2.70 and $1.50. Giuseppe the Great, $1.80, and Rockwell Road at $2.40. So the winner well supported late on the tote, Iggy, $2.70 for the win and $1.50 for the place. Now the time for the race, 1:14:42. 1:14:42. The numbers 3, 1 and 12. But it's Kundu giving a bit of trouble over there, pulling away from the line. Kundu has had one start. Still waiting on Kundu, Del Mori, and there's another one there too, Spirit of Slew, is yet to move along. Redland Rose stands up quietly with Paradise Bay. And the favourite is now Mukatid. John scores his mount at 361.90. Second favourite, One Emerald Spring at $4, $1.70. And then you get down to number 13, Bells, or Thanks for Ringing. Thanks for Ringing at 421.30. Now, it looks as though Kundu's gone up. So that leaves Del Mori and Spirit of Slew, the last two to move in. Now, Spirit of Slew. Now, what's happened over here? The rider of True Romance is out of the saddle now, and Del Mori has been backed out of the stalls. So another delay here. Now, please note, True Romance will have to be resaddled. The saddle slipped when True Romance was placed in the stalls, this filly. So they're just replacing the saddle on True Romance. Tim Phillips is the rider. Now the rider back into the saddle on True Romance, Tim Phillips. Still a couple of move in at Murtoa. Now we may have a start here. Race 2, Queanbeyan. The line is set. They're under starter's orders for the second. The starter goes up. The light is on. They're racing a fairly good level start, although Redland Rose and True Romance and Mukatid was slowly away and showing good speed. Joachim down on the inside is looking for the lead, and Kundu is prominent. And there's another one up there too. It's Thanks for Ringing as they settle down. Further back in the field, Del Mori followed down on the inside by Emerald Spring, and then Imarella. Back behind those, Paradise Bay caught a bit wide, followed by Spirit of Slew. And further back behind those then, as they settle down, was Mukatid, followed by Jaff Gill and Gary Girl, and Al Limo is along last as they settle fully into stride and race up with about 700 metres to go. It's Joachim down towards the inside, sharing the lead with Thanks for Ringing. Out three wide, Kundu. Further back in the field, then Emerald Spring, followed by Del Mori. Now down on the inside was True Romance. Further back behind those, Paradise Bay. Imarella starts a bit of a run, followed by Jaff Gill, and well back was Mukatid. Then Spirit of Slew, followed by Redland Rose, Gary Girl, and forget about our limo. But Joachim raced away at the top of the straight. Joachim is a big leader, about 2 or 3 in front of Thanks for Ringing. Then True Romance. Further back behind those, Emerald Spring, followed by Jaff Gill, and the next one was Del Mori. He's got to go for the whip on Joachim. Thanks for Ringing, trying hard, and coming home quickly was Emerald Spring on the outside. Emerald Spring is coming quickly. Joachim is still in front of Emerald Spring as they reach the line. They hit the line. Emerald Spring got up on the line to beat Joachim. Now Jaff Gill third, followed by Del Mori, Mukatid. Further back in the field then, Thanks for Ringing, followed by True Romance. The next one across the line, there was our limo, followed by Imarella. Well back behind those, Spirit of Slew, Paradise Bay, then Kundu, and pulling up quickly, Gary Girl and Redland Rose. Stand by for the result. The time for the race. Number 1 is the winner, Emerald Spring, ridden by Shane Pawsey, and is trained at Cooma by Stuart Sturgeon, getting up on the line right in the very last stride to run down Joachim, ridden by Darren Jackson. 1:16:48 was the time, 1:16:48. The number is 1. The winner, Emerald Spring, is raced by ST and Mrs. AG, TG and Mrs. EK Sturgeon. MJ and Mrs. HM Tinnock is trained by Stuart Sturgeon at Cooma, and Emerald Spring is by Royal Academy out of Sorbonne and ridden by Shane Pawsey. Beating number 2, Joachim, who's trained by Jules Dismay at Queanbeyan, by City Dancer out of Crownet, the rider Darren Jackson, and third, number 3, Jaff Gill, a good run, trained by Never Late, ridden by Adrian Late. Jaff Gill is by Opera Prince out of Belle de Bourgogne. So the numbers in the second race, 1, 2, 3, Emerald Spring first, Joachim second, Jaff Gill third, and the time for the race, 1:16:48. 1, 2, 3 official on the main lodge maiden handicap. 1, 2, 3 are the numbers. (1:16:48) was the overall time. We'll have the margins in a moment. Now the winner scored by a head with a long neck between second and third. The winning margin in favour of Emerald Spring ahead, a long neck second and third, 1:16:48, sectional time 41:07. 1, 2, 3. Fourth was number 14 and 13 fifth. 1, 2, 3, 13, 14, 14, 13. Dividends race 2, the numbers 1, 2, 3. The winner was 1 Emerald Spring, written by Shane Porsey for trainer Stuart Sturgeon. $3.90 for the winner, $1.70 for the place. Second, number 2, Joachim, $5 even, and 3, Jafgill, third at $2.40. The numbers on the second, 1, 2, 3. $3.90, $1.70 for number 1. $5 for number 2. $2.40 for 3. Quinella, $52.70, $52.70. The exact is $77.10, $77.10. And the 1, 2, 3 trifecta, $534 even, $534 even. The fourth place getter was number 14, True Romance. The winner scored by Ahead with a long neck, second and third. Ahead a long neck, 1:16.48 was the time. Sectional 41.07. And I'll send Wade down the line following the running of race 2 at Queanbeyan. One, 2, 3, 14, 13 the numbers. Ahead a long neck, 1, 6.